Namaste, my friends. My name is Pavel Kalagin. I am doing another video. Today is gonna be the spiritual satsang. I'm gonna read my phrases from my books, and as usual, I'm gonna do comments on them. So a few words as usual before the video. In the beginning of the video, I don't look at the camera, by the way, all the time because my eyes is not so good. Who knows what I'm speaking about, like in the beginning? You can skip it, but it's polite to do. I don't know when, where, and who will see this video. So I'm here in Brooklyn, 2021. It's September, pretty hot day today. Unusually hot, like, so I'm without top floor. I don't put it AC here because you're not gonna hear me. So I'm not here to force you, to push you, to do brainwash. I don't like to criticize, to bother somebody, to argue. I'm not going to like tell you how to live your life or so. I'm not a big guru or anything like that, not fanatical one, but I'm initiated in tradition. So I lived in ashrams. I have teachers before, many of them. So I'm initiated in tradition. Like I said, my spiritual name is Sankara, and in here and with on YouTube channel, it's free channel. It's no commercial, nothing like that. It's plenty of videos, mostly mine. Some of them with some gurus, and it's good. Like many topics in here: meditation, Vedic conception, philosophy, yoga. It means asana, pranayama, and many others. So I'm just inviting you pretty much into the present moment, from the daily routine, to forget about something else. I'm not saying it's bad, just, yeah, sometimes we forgot about very important things, about God, about spiritual growth, about meditation, about harmony, about truth, and many other topics, who we are and where we're going. Yeah, and in here in present we can. I'm doing dialogue with you, to think, to speak about things is really important. Sometimes we don't have time for that at all. It's so everybody's running today. So I have my main book. It's it calls The Essence on the Altar of Love. You can download or read it from my website. All information will be below the video. Yeah. So it's free, absolutely. You can Google it, Pavel Kalagin. The Essence on the Altar of Love. Yeah, I can speak. I can be slow sometimes. I'm a meditative person, and also English my second language, and sometimes I need to pick up the right words. It's not easy to translate something spiritual, Yeah. So you can visit my other platforms: Facebook, Instagram. For these days, I'm putting my phrases pretty much every day, like over there. Put your comments. I'll be glad to see you. Put your comments below this video. I'll be glad to answer it. Like, yeah, it's important for everybody. When you speak, like, you can help somebody. Yeah, and each phrase has many meanings, many angles, so usually I say one or two, so you write me back what your opinion. Yeah. And it's pretty much, this is it. I teach about 30 years, maybe I studied 38 or something for now. So I have some experience in life, bad and good, many things. So and I want to share with you with my experience. Not to tell you what to do, but to share. I want you to make my mistakes. Yeah, it's more about compassion and love than about ego. Yeah, the first phrase, I'm taking the book. Yeah. A slave of love is the slave of hatred. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, because you know the conception, like, yeah, other side of the love, it's hatred. It goes together like night and day, man and woman. So it's like yin yang. So the simile in here, I'm not trying to repeat somebody. They come into me just at night time, the sutras, like. So I'm gonna read it again. I'm doing it with this thing. The slave of love is the slave of hatred. Yeah. Yeah, it goes automatically. Like, it's pretty deep thing, like, if you think about it. It's not easy one. But I can explain it a little bit. First of all, it's very hard to be slave of true love. I'm not talking about that kind of love, that God's love, that real truth about your soul. I'm speaking about love like a little bit lower level, when the hatred still exists, like have a place, kind of between people with some emotions and sexual things and the libido, everything like that, and they planning how to live. It's still kind of love, more like you fall in love. It's kind of different than samadhi, when you're in samadhi, or when you feel God's love. It's a little different. So I'm just trying to say, try not to be slave of any emotions, good or bad one. That's the main thing I want to say. Yeah, love, it's this kind of love, that not highest absolute love. It's still deep emotion, deep feeling, and it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but some people they kind of slave of it, yeah, kind of attached to it, yeah, and they, for example, can do bad things for that. So let's say if you love your child, or like if you love your parents or country, you can kill other people. You know, you can do many bad things. So it goes into hatred like easily. It's kind of similar. It's not about, like I said, general conception, life and hatred. Everybody knows about it. But I'm speaking about different thing. Not to be like depend on them, on the feelings too much. If you go too deep in it, you kind of attach to it. It's if you're losing like your person who you love, you're gonna suffer too much. It's not like you're not supposed to love, and of course you should, and it's going naturally. But it just little recommendation. By the way, I do recommendation in on my platforms and messengers. You can write me. By the way, I can send you the book also. My book, The Essence on the Altar of Love. It's absolutely free, in a paper, like way, the live book, paper one. You can leave me the address, email me, whatever. Yes, so think about this social. So it's a lot of in it. To be happy is your holy duty. Yeah, it's interesting phrase. Like we think when we sad, I'm not talking about when you're really mentally ill and you have depression. It's a different story. Yeah, in that case it's karma, of course, but you're kind of not guilty that much. So I know by myself also. I'm saying about just behavior things, not about illnesses. So I'm going to read it again. To be happy is your holy duty. Yeah. So yeah, it's about appreciation. When you think how much you have, like you have consciousness, you're human, even if you have problems and anything, it's still happiness. But if you don't understand it, like I feel kind of sorry for you. Like if you should learn about God more, about what dimensions exist, like what kind of things exist in a God's creation. So it's very good karma, it's very good thing to even, yeah, of course it's suffering on earth with the people, and it's better to go with samadhi to higher dimension where it's no pain. But still, even with the pain, it's a lot of tremendous and amazing things here. Only through your human body you can get enlightened. So it's about appreciation. So happiness, it's our natural state of mind, natural. It's who we are. When you like kind of sad, it's, I don't mean like in some situation. Of course we could be sad, like I mean in general for whole your life. Like pessimistic people, you know, it's kind of, I'm not judging you, of course. But I know people who suffer a lot, but they kind of appreciate, they have belief in God, they have understanding, knowledge, they're aware of it, and very high level of consciousness, and they don't suffer that much. They're happy in a way. They're happy even if they have pain. It's hard to say, like I know, when it's real pain, it's real pain. Yeah, you kind of, I know by myself also, it's really hard to get over it sometimes. But in general, when it's gone, try to go towards happiness. It's not like you're going towards not realistic things. People think it's like realistic people, pessimists, and optimistic. But optimists, it's realistic people, by the way. It's because it's our nature, state of being. like in the childhood. Only mind can be unhappy, but our true soul always blissed, always happy, always balanced, always quiet, always enjoy. So just try to look for yourself. Try to open yourself for yourself. Take spiritual path, grow spiritually. Read spiritual books. Speak to the teachers. Think meditation, do meditation and other practices. Pick up the sadhana. Don't be just like an animal, in a bad way. I love animals, but it's not about it. So it's like I said in phrase, like happiness is our duty. It's not just if you're not happy. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I went through and understood it very deeply. You can feel unhappy by feelings. It's mind, by emotions. And it's okay. Mind could be sad, could be happy, but even if you know, even if you don't feel you're happy, you know the mind and body is not you, it's just part of you, your soul. You know you're happy anyway. Just take my advice, please. Just know that you're happy. And if you're a human being, if you're on earth, it's happiness already. According to other plans, dimensions, locus, it's a lot, it's a chance for freedom, to be enlightened through human body, only possible through human body. So it's a chance from God. So sometimes, even if you don't feel it, some people with a very high of level of consciousness, spiritual consciousness, they just know they're happy. I'm not saying I'm in a higher level or something. I don't have big ego, but I know I'm happy. I know it, but I don't feel it all the time. And many other gurus, if you ask some enlightened guru, like said, you always feel like happy in samadhi, he said no, he still feels pain. He's got some, like he can have like many like illnesses and many and pain also, and to be sad and to be angry also. Yeah, it's about mind. But he above it. He just looking at it from like from the mountain. He's just absorber. He knows himself. He might feel pain, but he knows it's not him. It's his body. It's easier to say than to go through it. But try, keep trying. It's meditation. It's kind of sadhana. It's practices. When you think that way, when you know you're happy, from the very beginning, like as a fact, you're here, you're human, you're on earth. Even if you feel sometimes, like I say, if your mind and body feels bad, it doesn't mean you're not happy already. I'm talking about true happiness, not about just take a drug and enjoy for some while. It's not, I'm not talking about this one. I'm not talking about temporary happiness. I'm talking about love, about like God, about soul, about happiness, like total and never ending. When you're enlightened, it just doesn't go away forever. So think about it. It could be like that. It's not automatically if you feel unhappy, you're unhappy. If you know you're happy, even if you feel unhappy, but you understand you're happy, you're happy. It's very important. It's very important to understand, to realize, to be aware that you're happy, no matter what, just because you was born like a human. And don't say, never say like I'm not happy and stuff. I understand. I'm saying again, like if you have like really depression, like real one, chemistry disbalance, of course it goes. Yeah, I know. It's not about that kind of people. I went through it, so you can do nothing about it. And you can't just say you're happy. It's you're losing yourself. I'm talking about normal situation when you're a normal person. Yeah, I spoke too much already, but so I was just trying to bring you the message, like from my experience. I don't want you to suffer, just to understand. I feel sometimes, like right now I feel some pain, but I cannot say I'm not happy, even if I feel like that. Go above your mind, and eventually this kind of thinking will bring you to, you're gonna feel less pain then. The same pain, same thinking, I'm not happy, and same feelings will be, if you understand deeper and deeper, then you're happy as a fact. You become happy, like by feelings also. The pain will be a little bit less. And then you will, it's gonna be like just not with you, just on the side. You'll be able to put it away or put it on the side or make it less, or not often to be. I hope you got my message. God bless you. Stay healthy. Namaste. See you next time, I guess. Om.